Nope, I just had my mic muted. Ha 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 ha, joking. Okay. Think everything's working? I can't hear the background, whatever. No avatar today. I'm just a Fugi. I don't feel too fully well to use avatar, so we'll be dealing with this as we go. Why is this being done? Oh boy. Can Twitch stop me down? Hello, Twitch? Jesus Christ, Twitch. Why? Pain. Oh, I need my tools for this, so let's have that on the side for backup. Alright, so switch to shell mod. I may or may not have unboxed the Joy-Cons first, because I was trying to find the instructions. So, this is the new cable. Oh, right. So this is the new kit that just came out for Extreme, right? I bought everything separately because the full package did not include the D-pad version for the Joy-Cons, and I kind of want the D-pad version instead of whatever the heck this is. Nintendo? Nintendo? So we got the D-pad, but that's separate. We do have a different back shell though, because I did buy everything separately. I was able to mix and match the back shell and the Joy-Con, so there is that. That is the plus side of buying everything separately. So I think what we're gonna do is let's see. So I think we're gonna start with the Joy-Cons first since I already accidentally unboxed it. I think that's also the hardest one. I feel like we shouldn't start with that. Okay, um... Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's start with the Switch 2 first. The console itself. We're gonna set these aside. We'll come back to those later. Put everything back in the box for now. I'll leave this here. So, gonna set that off to the side. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay, so I have not even looked in here yet. So. Pretty basic. You got your nice little cardboard box here. Yeah. Okay. So you've got the covers and the buttons, and then I think this is the transparent thing for the kickstand. So for the kickstand, I'm pretty sure you reuse this. They got new stickers for the inside. Screw Nintendo, so we're getting rid of the Nintendo logo here. I already have the guide pulled up. Another set of tools. I have no idea what these... Actually, you know, I think while we're in there, I think we'll replace the Nintendo screws with better ones. Nintendo ones are pretty flimsy. What is this manual? Thank you for choosing Dream Rate. We don't need that. I am probably going to regret that, and I have no idea what this is. And I have no idea what I'm doing, so we are going to follow a guide. And that said, I do have the guide pulled up, so I don't know if we do want our thing. So I think it was wait, what this? What did they have? Y00 and Phillips 000. Wow, 000 and Y00. Where's the Y00? I am blind. Y00. Hello? Do I not have Y00 in this kit? I do not have Y00. Actually, you know, with how fragile Nintendo stuff is, I don't think I want to use these electric ones. We'll put that away for now. We will remake this. The 000 and sorry, Phillips 00 and then Y. And then I think Extreme Rate should have pretty solid tools, so I think we should be set there. Alright, let me see. I have the sound muted on the Extreme Rate one. Alright. So they got a nice opening tool here. Oh, make sure your console's below 25%. Huh? Whoops. I didn't get that memo. But, okay. What they don't tell you is, you want to remove your SD card and your, actually the guide does say, and the game card. So you want to remove everything. Alright. Let's see. Coolio. Oh, actually working under a light is a miracle. Okay, this is Phillips. I see 2 Y screws there. Phillips up here and 2 Phillips down here. I like that it comes with tweezers in the kit. These are really nice tweezers. Uh, we also have our own tweezers over here. So we got 3 sets of tweezers. So start with the top screw here. Actually, extreme rates screwdrivers are nice. I don't think we're going to. Okay, so this is the top. Yeah, they started with the top and the 2 on the bottom. Then the Y00 on the back here. Yeah. I purposely made a slightly different spot to do this stuff. That's also why I'm not using my avatar, because I can't get my tracking over here. Not right now, at least. Alright, so those are out. So we got a nice bigger working space here, so I'm able to, you know, set everything aside properly. Famous last words. Though we do have replacement screws, so there is that. Okay, Y00. Okay, let's put these ones off to the side. So, these are actually all different lengths, actually. Don't think that's good. Oh, I don't like these Y00s. Oh yeah, I don't like this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. I think after these two. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The sticker. The sticker. Can I get in here with the... Okay, so actually the sticker comes up pretty easily. Just be careful of that, like, tool, right? Okay, yeah, actually the sticker comes up a lot easier. They said to use a heat gun, but look, this came up so easily. And the adhesive is still sticky, so technically, I think you can still reuse it, but we're not going to. So it looks like there's 1, 2... Looks like there's 2 in here, actually. Okay, actually, so they want us to remove the stickers on both sides first. Yeah, so it's Sister Phillips' head here. So, I'll remove this other side too first real quick then. Okay, actually the sticker... I was worried about the sticker, but holy shit, that was easy. Ah! Oh, boy. Well, we're not gonna use that one again, huh? Okay, so now these are Phillips 000. Yeah, I think. Okay, I actually think the back shell is probably the easiest one, actually. Pretty sure. But that's crazy. Alright, okay. So the 4 side screws are out. The 2 bottom is out. The top one is out. The 2 wide. Do they have like a secret screw in here? Like before? Okay, I don't... Probably not. Oh, they got a spudger. Pry along the edges of the bottom shell. Okay. It's funny because they went in from here. I feel like they took apart their Switch before. They make it look so easy. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no. Okay, I see. I see. Oh, I see. Okay, actually, that's not too bad. It's just a lot of clips. A lot of clips. Once the clips are released. Okay, it opens right up. Ooh, and the microphone is right there, so you might want to be careful on your Switch if you do it. There's a microphone right there. I did not see that. I might have poked it. It's fine. Oh, okay. So it says we need this for the switches. Okay, so switch out of the way. It wants us to do the kickstand. Okay. Phillips double head. That's 1. 2. 3. And no, I did not mean to activate that. 4. Oh, and just like that, I think my kickstand is coming up. Yep, and the kickstand comes right out. Okay, cool. So that's essentially the back shell. Because this is the game card slot. I don't think we're gonna need this. I think we might need this bracket though. So I don't think it comes with that bracket. Nope, it does. Okay, so that means we have all the screws here. Actually. Oh, they got new Y screws here too. Okay, yeah, I don't think we need anything else from here. Unless we want this. But since they got screw replacements, I think we're gonna use the new screws on the other back shell, so I'm gonna put these ones back in here unless we really need them. Because I don't want to lose them. And I think Extreme Rate gives us better screws than Nintendo. Because on my Switch 1, the screws strip so easily. And I love that Extreme Rate included like better screws that did not strip when I like used my screwdrivers on them. So, okay. So that's the shell. Just gonna put it aside for now. Actually, I might need one of the screws just to compare. Let's just take this bottom one. Is it this one? No. Those ones are those ones. So those ones are these ones. Okay, so the thing about extreme rate is they also give you extra screws sometimes, so we're just gonna put the new screws right. Probably shouldn't dump them all out, but it's okay. Trust. Trust. Okay, because yeah, these are the Y ones, so I'll put the new ones on the side here. And they actually give you 4 Y screws. So the good thing about extreme rate is they give you extras of the same screw too sometimes. And then this one I think should be this one. Yeah. That one's, so just put that off to the side first real quick. I don't think we've encountered these screws yet. Just be careful, there's like screws of different lengths that look like the same here. But yeah, like, look, even the kickstand screws, they have like 5 here for you. And I'm gonna assume some of these ones are probably for the, but they include 1 extra screw of each location. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna assume that the kickstand uses screw. Okay, so you have 2 options. You can either replace the caps to be clear here, or what we can do is leave it. Now, what the heck is this for? It also wants me to prep the back. No. Oh, my head is hurting. I might need medication. So I didn't, you guys saw the Joy-Cons, but I never actually showed the Switch shell. So we're going for the transparent back on this. And the black version of the transparent back. So, we want us to do some stuff. Oh, I see. So these tapes, they want us to put the tapes back onto the shell. Where did these come from? Alright, and again, they give you extras of each, which is really, really highly appreciated of extreme rate. I have the SNES shell on my Switch 1. And actually, I think their stuff is pretty good quality. Don't be like me. this is actually hard. How did they do it? Okay. I think that's that. I think these tweezers might be a little bit easier. Alright, so it's right up against here. That is. I don't like this Xiaomon no more. It's not hard. Like, I say it's not hard. Not that it's not hard, it's not bad. Oh, I see, that's the big thermal tape. And then weirdly enough, well, not fully weirdly, but this goes right there. I think that's it. So it's just this big one here. Alright. Do I want to do transparent buttons though? Or do we want to do the... Or do we want to stick with the black buttons? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that doesn't look as bad as I thought. But I kind of also... Because there's a membrane underneath, you're not gonna see the internals. Right, so... Yeah. Ooh. The pop button. button might get... Let me... Alright, so that's the transparent buttons. I don't know. I think I like the solid black buttons more. I'm not gonna lie. I think I actually like the solid black over the transparent. I might actually keep the solid black. I am not gonna lie. If you're gonna make a switch for yourself, might as well keep it cool, right? Like, if I'm not gonna see it, then you know, let's So I think that should be fine. Where did I put these two small ones? Yes. One's there. Yeah, okay. So that should be those. They've got the big cooling sheet here. Oh boy. Okay, so I like extreme rate because they give you the outline of where it has to go. So it's less hard to screw up. Okay, actually, thankfully, I have this. I'm gonna try to push out all these air bubbles because they bug me. Alright. So I think for the most part that's more or less the backshot. Yeah, I like the solid buttons more. Alright, I think that's everything on the shell here at least. I'm gonna switch over to the kickstand. Cause yeah, I think they're, yeah, buttons. Ooh. Game card slot. Yeah. What do they have it on the original one? Okay, they have it this way. Okay, what's the screw on the original one? That looks like it matches. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That screw feels better than Nintendo's original. And I was like feeling the difference between the Joy-Cons. I feel like the Joy-Cons themselves have, I don't know, how do you call it? The Joy-Cons itself just feels better too. Oh, that's really satisfying. Oh, that's really tight. Guess I would get looser with time, right? Especially when it's on the Switch. Ooh, that feels good. But also tight. Okay. Yeah, I think these four are for the kickstand here. These should be for there. Oh, there's screws inside. That's one. And that's two. We got another Phillips head here. Oh yeah, that's really tiny. I think those are these ones. Okay, so this comes off just like that. The same with this side, just poke it a little bit and it comes off just like that. You've got... Ooh, they're left and right specific. Sometimes I'm so glad I'm streaming this. Oh, that is cool. You get to see the internal mechanisms. And before you go to the Nintendo store to see your shell swap switch, and they'll be like, no, you can't do that. So you can't do that. Okay. Now the only hard part is alright. I think for the most part we snapped it back in place, I think. So now that's all that's left to do is fit this back in. And nope, it's the wrong side. I was wondering why that one's in like. Okay, cool. So that should now be. Alright. Yep. There we go. The only thing I don't like about Extreme Rates screwdrivers is they're not magnetic tip. So I can't have the screws just go on the screwdriver and put them in that easily. If anything, I would say that's probably the only downside I have with this kit is their screwdrivers. If you're gonna do this, I really recommend having your own set of tools already. Yeah. Wow, they actually included a lot of screws, so one for each, and then I have no idea where these two go, because I don't think... we took anything else out that has screws. Unless they're included extra just because. My trust issues of having extra screws. I don't trust myself. Okay. Oh, that's still little feet on the console. Okay. So we can do gray or we can do black. I feel like we should do black. Since it better. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, the black on gray. I like the black on gray. Because I'm going for the black accents, because, for the pink Joy-Cons, you bet we're doing black buttons instead of the rainbow SNES ones. I know a lot of people will probably do the rainbow SNES one, but personally, way too much color on the Switch. Why won't you go in? Okay, there we go. Should be. What is? Sure, yeah. I think we got it all. All right. The Switch itself turned on already. I feel like I might have fucked up the power button, but it feels fine to me. But yeah, I have no idea. So I'll be quite honest. Because the membrane's already in, so. Yeah, that looks clean, though. Very clean. Okay, so let's reattach screws. And we're gonna kindly use the new screws that they gave us. The 2Y double zeros. Okay, because the inside ones aren't dripped at all, I think we'll just reuse the original Nintendo Gold screws here. And I'm just being very careful of these screws because I'm pretty sure they'll strip easily. Yeah. Very, very careful. And this is where the magnetic screwdriver will be handy, or you'll probably want to use tweezers to drop the screws in first. Alright. I think that's it. Because those were... I think there's a ton of figgies. So I'm gonna put the original stuff back in here because we have more original stuff than that. So since we don't have the kickstand, since we didn't use the screws, that was extra. That was the other one. Okay. Actually, no, I should swap it. Because I have more parts coming in there. Like this. And the feet. Power button. And these extra screws. And we're gonna have this extra too. Okay. So this is gonna be the fun part. Not. We have to put the stickers back on. This is where I also say if you have your own tools, use it. If you have your own tools, use it. just gonna use my finger to gently push that down. Oh, that black is so much cleaner. Okay, yeah, so he's using the back of this to just push it down. Okay, very nice. And these are thick stickers, like extra thick. Okay, so that's it for the back shell. Now, ooh, the fun part. And by fun part, I mean totally not fun part. Am I right or am I right? Alright, and we didn't use this, so I'm just gonna put this back in here. There, we still have the extra thing, so gonna put everything away before we leave something. Oh no! We forget to screw somewhere. Sorry, I'm just trying to put it back in its box, but it doesn't want to go in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that one's done. We didn't forget a screw, did we? Just making sure. Put that top one in. That game card slot is really tight. Alright. Just make sure the switch works. And yes, I do have a matte screen protector. This is the JSOX one, if anyone is wondering. So yeah, game card works. Looks like my SD card works. It's reading all my games. Wi-Fi works. Yeah, everything on the Switch itself is working. So I feel like we should start with the less complicated side. And I'm gonna assume that is the right Joy-Con shell, please. Okay, they start with this side, so I'm hoping this is the easy side. Famous last words, am I right? Alright. So, we got the shell. We got the buttons. We got the metal buttons. A lot of screws. Oh boy. I don't think we're gonna use this, but we got the D-pad. Extra springs. No idea what the hell this is. Oh, these are the skates. Oh, I think those are the button stuff. And then the new adhesive. And then, yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll keep some of this stuff in its little box first. So, oh boy, so the grind. I don't think it will matter because we're not going to be reusing this one, but that's not too bad. If you clean that up, you can probably reuse it because it's just using like the thin clear adhesive tapes. Got 2Y double 0. No, how many? Okay, you got 2 here, 2 here. Nintendo, 3Y double 0 screws, and then a Phillips. Why? Why? Bro. Oh. Okay, so this is the triple Phillips 000. I'll keep all my screws on this side this time. And then we have the Y screw. Because fuck us, that's why, right? I feel like the Joy-Cons, as hard as they are, to me, Joy-Cons feel less stressful than the console itself. Because if you break your console, that's it, right? You break a Joy-Con, you can just buy new ones, but I digress. Is there secretly hidden stuff? I should probably take off the thumbstick cover. Oh, this clips. There's one clip in here somewhere. And just be careful when you're working on this, because the rumble motor is literally right there. Oh my god, that does not want to come out. Okay, so the good thing is, because we got the solid colors, going to touch the battery tray. Nope, we are not touching it. Let it remove the rumble. Or they just slowly wiggle it. This is where I don't like my fat fingers. Oh god. Okay, we might leave the rumble in there until we can figure out how to take it out. Yeah, I have no idea how to. Gripping such a small spot to get that. Okay, so I think we're just gonna be careful with that. Leave that in. Still want to see if I can remove this stuff. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna try. So I think that was this release here. Okay, I have no idea how they're making this look so easy. There we go. Because there's one spring piece here. Just reach. I'm not gonna lie. The extreme reach shell feels nice. I like it. Why is this mic stuck? Oh no. I don't think that's supposed to be stuck together. Is it? Oh boy. Because we have to screw this in later. We can't get that off. That's kind of bad. Can we do the power of gentle persuasion? Okay, there we go. Holy shit, that's really stuck. It really clips in. I see there is a screw under here. Holy shit, Nintendo. Y00, we're swapping back to Phillips. One. Two. Don't. Oh, shoot. Don't have any of these. Okay, there's actually the hidden one right here. I did not see that. Okay. So, this is a bit of a doozy. Be careful those springs in the trigger here, eh? Ooh, and there's a ribbon cable right here. Let's see if we can get that up and up. Okay. There's a ribbon cable right there. I don't like that. Joystick, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws holding it in, and I think the whole thing comes out. I don't know if we're doing the motherboard right away, or if it's actually the rails. Because normally on the Switch 1 Joy-Con, the rail was the first thing to come out. Oh, he's taking out the thumbsticks. Yeah, that's a smart idea. That is not a smart idea. That's for the Joy-Cons. Before that, I think I'm gonna lift 1, lift 2. What's this? Go. 1 and 2. Three. 4. Alright, so that should be the entire motherboard and the membrane for the switches. Okay, the switches are still stuck. But at least now we have access to the rail, so it's 1 and 2 in the rail. And so that the rail comes right out. Okay, so we'll set that off to the side for a moment. Okay, so I have two choices. We can go for the full black buttons, or we can reuse the switches little buttons here. And I say actually good question. Yeah, Sue, you're hella late. Okay, so should I go for the black letters, or should I go with the Switch's original white letters and black buttons? Because technically, the buttons, I think, minus the ABXY, that are essentially, what you would call it? This is etched. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah, I'm thinking black too. But I think for the other buttons, because like if you take a look at this, for say like the capture button, they look identical. Hold on. Let me take it out of the packaging. Because, like, look, if you look at the capture button on the new one versus the original one, they look almost identical. Actually, no, the new one's a little bit more glossy. Okay, we'll go with the new one. We'll go with the new ones. So that goes there. Did that not have a cover? Yeah. Did oh boy. Wait, do these not have a cover? Oh no, they do. It's just it was on the. I was like, there ain't no way there wasn't no cover. Where did that the cover just go? This one goes here. D-pad. Oh my gosh. Did they glue the buttons on here? They glued the freaking buttons on here. Nintendo, holy shoot, man. Okay, so that's in. Let's set the motherboard off to the side real quick because we have to do the Joy-Con. Oh boy. I think it's 2 screws. that comes out. Oh, it's holy shit! It's actually all four. They really don't want you in here. They're not making it easy. Okay, so that's the old one. This is the new one. And then this is the new rail. I did this. Plop that into place. Let's take this and this out. Spring goes there. Huh? I probably could have organized myself a bit better, but wait, don't tell me they didn't include the thing. That'd be crazy. We're talking about reusing the original blue one. Alright, so they got the SL on this side. And these are like actual metal buttons too. Like these aren't just like, oh, here's some buttons for you to place the switch. Yeah, ha ha ha. Oh, I have it backwards. That's why. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. I swear there's supposed to be a pink pin somewhere. Am I just blind? Like, I swear we had a pink pin for the eject button somewhere. I really do think I am blind. Okay, let me see. You know, I gotta get this one out. Oh, that's really stuck in there. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh no, I am crazy. No, we have pink triggers. I forgot to put some stuff back. Sue, are you here? Sue. Think so. Okay. So. Oh boy. So I need one. No. We need one, two, this white piece, three, and four. Put that back over there for now. Keep this in arm's reach here. Installation sticker, nope. Okay, am I blind again? Or do I not have these stickers? Nope, I'm just blind. Yeah. I really need to open my eyes. Which is funny. Oh my lord. What? Oh, I see, because that's gonna go. Okay. So. We need to take. Oh boy. That's a really big strip. That would explain why. The adhesive did not come with it. Oh my lord, I hate the Joy-Con so much. How the hell did they get that out? Oh my gosh, there we go. Oh my word. That was a bitch to put on. Okay, that's in. Now for these grommets. How did these go in? Both sides look the same, thankfully. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I think there's the sync button, right? We have a new sync button? Yeah, we do. I need the membrane. Oh, god damn it, Nintendo. They made it so terribly hard to take anything out. We'll put the mouse skates on at the end. I feel like those should go on first. Be careful with your springs and trigger buttons! Because he went somewhere. Oh boy. Except I don't know where the springs are. I have an idea where roughly, but this is why they included extras, am I right? Nope, I found it. I found it. Found it. Alright. Now for the hard part. Is that not how that goes in? Hello? Yeah, that is how that goes in. Oh, it just wasn't lined up, that's why. Okay. Because unfortunately, I'm pretty sure if I remember the reverse order, the rails have to go in before the motherboard. because some of the switches sit right underneath like that. Yep. Knew it. Unfortunately. Unfortunate. The longer screw goes up here. And the bottom screw right there. Alright. And for the most part, I think that's roughly it. So now, technically, reverse order, I should be able to put in technically I don't think I don't like these joysticks. Alright. Now they are in. Now everything is quote unquote reverse order. Hopefully. Oh boy. Screw not going in. Is it not going in? There we go. Now I can tighten the joysticks. You know what would be funny? If I forget to screw down or plug in all the ribbon cables here. I would cry and laugh so hard. I would cry because I have to come back in here. I would laugh because I forgot something that simple. So the tweezer. Look how this ribbon cable went now. Oh no. The disassembly is easy. The reassembly though. Huh? 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 Nope. And now there's also this one friggin'. Okay, there's this really tiny ass ribbon cable here, and I cannot for the life of me see where the heck it goes. Okay, I think that's in. We're not touching the battery. I repeat, we are not touching the battery. It's the new L button. hate how fragile these springs are. Oh boy. I think Nintendo get them so tightly in this. I think that's how. Alright. Oh boy, 4 screws. There's the hidden black one here. Did I know that? Nope, I'm pretty sure I'm just putting screws in the wrong place again. What you want? See, that's why I did not want to touch a battery hook, because then you would have to take off the trigger in this. And because this is solid, this is a solid piece, you're not going to see that outside unless you have the transparent controllers. But I don't do pin controllers, so yeah, I do. With how hard Nintendo glued the battery in, yeah, no thanks. It makes sense if you wanted to whatchamacallit, like, if you had the transparent case, you would want to do it just because you're probably going to see a little bit of the black in the transparent casing. But if you have a solid color, this literally saves you a headache of doing it. Okay, I screwed in that one too early. Let me take this one back out. Alright, new trigger. What is this? This is the yell. This is painful. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. Very nice. Now we have this. Oh boy. This one would be this one. And it looks like we do need to open one. Hello? Okay, there we go. It's like, it's not coming. I was like, huh? This goes through here. You fucked up. Hey. There's sticks right there, back, which goes in there. And voila. Now for the actually hard part. Holy shit. Why is this so glued in? Nintendo! What the fuck? Dude, that's not, like, terribly bad. Like, dude, that's such overkill. Alright, so that's the controller. I haven't closed it up yet because I can't. Because the battery's not plugged in. You knew that. No. I'm just gonna make sure it works before we close everything up. So controllers and accessories. Control sticks. Cool. ZR does not work. I don't think that's plugged in. Yeah. Okay, one of the ribbon cables is not plugged in. Hey, echo. Alright, before that, let's clean up the workspace real quick. So we don't lose anything else. Battery tray. You know, the plus side of having almost everything intact is that these can go back to their other ones later on. If we ever want to swap back to the original one, at least. Oh boy. I sure hope it's just a ribbon cable. That's not plugged in. But you know what? I'll figure this one out later. I don't want to figure this out now. Okay. Oh boy. This has got to come off again. Oops. Ow. We sent this flying. Pain. Literally everything else worked, so I'm so confused. I want to think it's this one. No, that is weird. Yeah, because now that's not working at all. That is so weird. Did I fuck up the ribbon cable? I'm hoping it works. Because if it doesn't, is big cacopium for the SLSR buttons. Alright. Is it time to find out the cacopium? Oh, we have our SL and SL button! Let's go! Okay, and that... Okay, everything works. So it was a loose ribbon cable! Okay, I hate my life. Oh, boy, I got scared for a second. Not gonna lie. Alright. Let's hope we don't have to come back in here ever again. I hope the next time I'm in here, it's to change the Joy-Cons for Hall Effect sticks. But, cacopium. Nintendo will never give me Hall Effect sticks. What the hell? What the vibrant mode? Okay, there we go. It's back together. And we missed a screw somewhere. Yeah! I'm coping. I am coping. Hey, this screw is here. That means it's on the bottom. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. No, it wasn't on the bottom. It was right here. Okay. Controller powered on. Connected to the Switch too, actually. The metal rod. I'm coping. So hard. Okay. So, the one really dumb Phillips screw goes here. Changing to the Y. Okay, I stand corrected. Extreme rates are actually magnetic. They're just not as strong as the ones I have. Alright. And we have two finishing touches to still put on. Can you guess what that is? Now I'll tell you, it's the mouse skates. How do these stick on? Oh, there is tape. Okay. Alright, mouse gates are on, I think. And that feels weird. Alright, and then for these big adhesive strips, goes along the outside. Man, I don't like this rail. Extreme Read is honestly really good for giving you guides on where everything needs to stick to. Because otherwise, I honestly, I don't think this would be good otherwise. But even then, why is it not sticking down? Alright. And with that, we got our pink controller. With, wow, the D-pad feels really nice. So we got a pink and transparent switch. That looks nice. And actually, something came in the mail. We'll do it at the end though. We'll do it at the end. Now we have to painfully do this to the other side. Painfully. And listen before I forget. There is something that's supposed to go here that I didn't put in over there. So if I'm ever in there again, I have to remember this. Alright. Now, because we're not removing the batteries, we don't need this. Oh. Now, we have to do the other side. Oh boy. you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Let's stop before we get copyright strike. We're singing SpongeBob. Alright. Oh, we have to experience the pain all over again. Bro, how long? Okay, I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. Holy shit. I definitely expected it to be this long. But yeah. Yeah, man. Holy shit. Okay, again. Screw, screw. Screw, screw. And actually, the stock one is like that too. You can tell, like, the buttons are already, like, wearing out on the original Switch one. Like, look at, like, those scratches. Don't know if you can see it in that light. That is crazy. Oh, boy. I'm on Wi-Fi. So that's 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why every time I say 3, Siri activates. That's so dumb. But when I say Siri, it doesn't actually activate. Damn it. Probably take off the thumbstick cover here as well. Looks like this is already separating for the most part. I'm just hoping this side is as straightforward as the other. So fuck that battery. Yeah, it looks to be as straightforward as the other side. Hopefully. Is the NFC reader on this side actually? Yeah, so 1, 2. I'm not using this tweezers, so I'm gonna put 1 of them. Okay, those are the old ones. And again, ribbon cable right there. So before we do anything, why is this one so stuck? There we go. Ribbon cable out. Good thing we're not reusing that because I have no idea where that red piece came from. Yeah, it looks to be one cable, two cable. Why does this side look so much more normal? Did we start with the hard side? Oh lord, did I get you baited into doing the hard side first? I feel like I got you baited into doing the hard side first. Alright. And then 1 screw, 2 screw, 3 screw, 4 screws? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so another 5 screws to release the motherboard. And 2 for the joystick. Somehow I have a feeling I'm gonna find surprises underneath. Because I don't know, I think people said the NFC reader is on this side. But I've never actually seen it. So yeah, this screw is already stripping. That's a really long one. Rails come out. And frame. Got the plus button. The C button's on the bottom, I think, and then the home button. Yep. Plus button does not want to stay in. So, one membrane, two membrane. Three membrane. I keep dropping buttons. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. So, A, B. A's on this side. B's the bottom one. Y is this inside one. X is this top one. Alright. Think that's it. I think. I really don't want to touch the rail, but alright. Rail time. One, two, three, and four. With that, this should come up and out. Up and out. Okay. I think it's bad. I'm sitting in my chair way too long. My back actually hurts. Okay. So, new rail is here. Button switch skip. So actually, in order to make everything maybe more smoothly this time, think I'm gonna actually do the skates first. Alright. So that sticky is on. I'm not gonna put the top one on right away though, I don't think. I'm just gonna put this bottom one on. Alright. And that is the bottom skate. So, if I'm looking at this correctly, we should have one of the last plastic pieces here somewhere. Somewhere. I have no idea where. Nothing in here. Workspace! I don't know where anything is anymore. Wait, where did it? Huh? 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 Okay, no, it was here. I keep forgetting I have some stuff off on the side tray. And I'm just like, where are all my parts gone? Okay. It's one of the stickies. Press that down. Okay, great. Next we got the sync button that needs to go in there. Then this sync button cover membrane goes right on top. Cool. SL and SR. Oh, wait, hold on. We got the rubber grommets we gotta put in. and SR. Oh, put it in backwards. Alright, so this should be done now. And so, the painful part. Putting okay, that's one in. And that's the second one in. Okay, that's both. Optical sensors in. And now we got the spring with the pin. Just gotta make sure it lines up. Because if it doesn't, it's not being screwed down. That's one. And that is two. All right, the painful part is now done. The next painful part is putting the motherboard back in here. Oh no. Okay, so this screw is for sure stripped. Do we have a better one in here? Yes, we do. Yo. Okay. So there's that. Perfect. Oh yeah, this screw is already so much better than Nintendo's. Imagine like if you actually had to buy a controller from Nintendo, these Joy-Con. I don't think they're worth like the asking price for these stupid ass Joy-Cons. Especially since they don't have Hall effects. But what can you do? This is the Switch controller. So Okay, yeah, I have zero idea. Okay, honestly, at this point, can the rumble just come out? No? Okay. I don't want to touch the rumble too much. I'll be honest. Yeah. Okay, there we go. It's in now. Screw in the stupid Joy-Cons first. I'm not screwing them all the way in, I'm just enough that it's holding them. But... and now we're gonna go on to the next set for the motherboard. There's one in this corner. Alright. Now, the actual other painful part is making sure all these ribbon cables are actually plugged in. Oh boy, the actual other hard one. got this one. Two. Three. And last one for the battery tray. 4. Alright. And then we've got this Kalanka tray. Actually, I forgot the trigger buttons, so. First spring, second spring. Mm. Alright, so that's in. And I just need one metal rod from this. I think we're done. Almost. Okay, plug in the battery. Alright. If Okay, if we didn't fuck up, think we're done. Quote unquote, air quotes around if. Alright. I'm just gonna make sure it's working on the Switch first. Well, the good sign is it connected right away. Oh, all the buttons work. Does mouse control work? Mouse control works. Game chat works. Home button works. Alright. First try on the right side controller. I feel like we got gimped on that left one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello? What? Okay, I also don't think that took as long. Just because I'm also not swapping my batteries around into like the new tray or anything. So it was probably a lot quicker too. Alright, that's one screw. Two screws. Three screws. And Nintendo being annoying with the Phillips for the last one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Phillips head is not magnetic. Four screws. Alright. So, this is done. We just got one thing to do. And that is where the heck did the rail go? Oh. Shit. Here we go again. Wow. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we did the other side first, but this is so much easier. Also, Malibu Turbo, I just saw it, but thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I literally just saw that. I've been like looking down at my desk. My monitor is literally like off to like this side, so I see literally nothing. You guys can notice from the desk mat, this is a completely different side of my desk, essentially. Uh, Goddamn these skates. Alright, we're done. Look at this color combo, pink and black button. That looks clean. Alright, okay. Should probably... Why are you taking the adhesive with it again? Stop taking the adhesive with it. Alright. I think we're done. Okay. Let's move everything out of the way for a second. Give me one moment here. Alright, so that took almost 3.5 hours. That took almost 3.5 hours, but 3.5 hours. But at what cost? We now have a pink Switch. Well, pink Joy-Con Switch. Unfortunately, the desk guards here are still the default red and blue. Nothing we can fully do about that. But we've got a D-pad for the directions instead of buttons. Fully blacked out buttons. Plus minus home button. New triggers. We kept the stock not transparent buttons up top. Got the game card slot. Oh, that is tight. I'm gonna have to get used to that. It didn't come with a kickstand, so we reused the original kickstand here. Transparent black back. But what I was saying earlier that we can actually do here is I got some Hatsune Miku stickers. Now, I'm thinking, do we leave this transparent or, okay, hear me out. Do we put any one of these Miku stickers on the back? Like, imagine we got Hatsune Miku on the back of our Switch. We got the Hatsune Miku Switch. So I'm just thinking, do we or do we not? That is the real question. That is the real question. So if we put Miku, I'm just worried. Will it actually show up though? Is my worry. I guess, yeah. I think it's gonna be, yeah, centered. It's gonna be like right here. If I'm looking. Okay. I'm gonna ping the Discord server real quick. Sorry. We're just discussing. Okay, so this is literally the transparent back. It feels bare. And I'm just asking in Discord as well, so bear with me. But yeah. Hmm. I forgot what top, mid, and bottom left was, Sue. You're gonna have to. You're gonna. Okay, I'll put them back out again, Sue. And you can tell me which ones it is. Again. So why are you typing to me in Discord? Top left, bottom mid. Top left, bottom mid. Okay. I'll probably put the Miku stickers on later. Because I have to think and decide on that. And it's a big decision. But yeah. So new Switch. We got the transparent back. With the transparent inside on the kickstands here. Pretty cool in my opinion. We got the black inside rails now. No more red and blue on the inside. Pink rails on the Joy-Cons. Pink Joy-Con controllers. I like this. Alright. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I think we're going to probably end the stream here. I'm sorry if I didn't really, yeah, Hatsumi Miku, the big low, yeah. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, Sue. Well, I'm asking you on Discord because, you weren't looking at stream, but, yeah, so I think we're gonna end the stream here. But thank you all very much for watching. I'm gonna clean up and I'll see you guys all next stream. Thanks very much.